He's been described as the natural successor to Ian Botham, a fearsome England all-rounder destructive with the bat and accurate with the ball. But like Beefy before him, short-tempered Ben Stokes is also prone to becoming embroiled in his fair share of controversy. A night out in Bristol which turned into an alleged drunken brawl with two men is the biggest blot on his copybook. However, Stokes, 27, was found not guilty of a fray at Bristol Crown Court. From being sent home from an England tour, to breaking his hand hitting a locker after being dismissed for a duck in the Caribbean, controversy follows Stokes around. But who is Stokes, what is his background, and what are his career highlights? Benjamin Andrew Stokes was born in Christchurch in 1991, New Zealand, and only moved to England at the age of 12. This was because his dad is Kiwi Rugby League former player and coach George Stokes, who moved over to coach Workington Town in 2003. The Stokes family settled in the Cumbrian town of Cockermouth, where he was said to be teased over his accent at school but loved due to his sporting prowess. His mum worked away a lot, leading him to spend lots of time with his dad. His parents moved back to New Zealand in 2013, but by then Stokes had carved up an impressive county career after making his one-day debut for Durham in 2009. After making his England debut in a one-dayer in 2011, Stokes' road to the top was often rocky. Despite obvious talent, he was best by off-field problems, see below, and made his Test debut at the end of 2013. The impact was instant, with Stokes being one of the few standout performers in the 2015 Ashes tour. He holds the record for scoring England's fastest ever double Test century and the fastest to 250 when he scored 258 against South Africa in 2015. He hit 34s and 11 sixes. He also has the fastest century at Lord's. But he's also had a few setbacks too. In the 2016 T20 World Cup, finalists West Indies needed 19 to win in the final over. But Stokes went for 4 consecutive sixes, allowing Carlos Braithwaite to snatch the game, and the trophy. Quick-tempered Stokes has seldom been out of the limelight and was flown home from an England Lions tour in disgrace in 2013. Stokes was forced to issue a grovelling apology for his conduct after enjoying too many booze-fueled nights on the tour. Stokes, who was arrested for allegedly obstructing a police officer in another drink-related incident in 2011, said, "I would like to apologize for the way in which I acted. I am determined to bounce back from this situation and I regret my actions off the field. I look forward to getting back to my county to start pre-season preparations." In 2014 he broke his hand punching a locker after being dismissed in the West Indies, which forced him to miss the T20 World Cup. Fast forward to the end of 2017 and Stokes was embroiled in fresh controversy after a video emerged of the all-rounder appearing to imitate Katie Price's disabled son Harvey. This was after a night out in Bristol in September 2017 ended with ex-squaddie Ryan Hale being knocked unconscious outside Mbargo Club. This led to him missing England's 2017-18 Ashes tour. He, along with Hale, was found not guilty of fray after a trial at Bristol Crown Court. Stokes was sporting a bandaged hand when he married Claire Ratcliffe just a few weeks after the Bristol incident. Claire was born in village of East Brent in Somerset and describes herself as a cricket widow as she looks after their 2 young children, Leighton and Libby, aged 4 and 2. The pair had been engaged since 2013, just after giving birth to Leighton. Stokes told The Times he is already teaching Leighton to play cricket, saying, "If Leighton loses his concentration I say, well, I'm not going to play with you then, if you're being like that." His England teammates Alistair Cook, Joseph Butler, Sam Billings, Owen Morgan and Joe Root were among those at the wedding late last year. Guests sang hymns including Jerusalem during the 40-minute service. Stokes was well on the way to becoming one of cricket's very top earners. Being a limited overs gun for hire, Stokes has appeared in the world's biggest competitions, including the Australian Big Bash and the Indian Premier League. Such is his prowess with the bat and ball he earned the highest ever contract in the IPL when he snared it and pound, £1.7 million deal in 2017. Fast forward a year and Rajasthan Royals picked him up for £1, 1.4 meters. Last year Stokes was said to be already worth £10, 10 meters, with increased turning power of £1, 3 meters a year. But the Bristol controversy has done little to aid his finances. Green King Brewery pulled a TV ad featuring Stokes, called The Knockabout, and he also lost his deal with New Balance, thought to be worth around £200,000 a year.